Welcome back to Really Haunted Places. Tonight's story takes you to haunted places in Vermont. Legend has it that the Gold Brook Bridge, also known as Emily's Bridge, is haunted by a ghost named Emily. There are many stories of how Emily died on the bridge. The most popular is that she was supposed to elope with a lover who was meeting her at the bridge, and when he didn't show, she hung herself from the rafters. Even the locals are a bit weary of this place since sightings, noises and lights have all been reported over the years. West Castleton was once full of quarries and mills with immigrants from Italy, Ireland and Eastern Europe thriving in the busy village. But by the 1930s, West Castleton was completely abandoned and is now known as a ghost town, and not just because no one resides there. No one living, that is. There is something terrifying about these abandoned places in Vermont. Residents would travel by rowboat to their favorite pub at the other side of the lake. But one night, 3 friends set out and never returned to West Castleton. In the morning, their empty boat was found floating in the lake. Today it is said that a ghostly rowboat can be seen moving across the lake, the oars not making ripples in the tranquil water. The Vermont Police Academy was once a state hospital for tuberculosis patients, and it is said to still be haunted by a nurse named Mary who worked here during that era and had contracted TB herself. All of the old call buttons are still in the recruits' rooms, and it is said that if pushed, the friendly ghost of the nurse, Mary, will pay a visit during the night. The Shelburne Museum covers 45 acres, and rather than being a single building, it is a vast complex that is made up of 39 historic buildings, most of which were relocated there from other locations. It is a rare glimpse of New England's history, and there is an impressive collection of rare works of art and antique dolls. It is also said to be one of the most haunted places in Vermont. One building which seems to be something of a focal point for the paranormal activity is the Dutton House, which was originally built in 1782 and was moved to the museum in 1950. Lots of the museum employees have had strange things happen in the house, including seeing apparitions of an old man and hearing a child crying in the shadows. During off-season, many of the maintenance staff have gotten a scare and say that there are odd noises that come from the empty building. Edward Hamlin Everett was a very wealthy man, and the battle for his estate upon his death was a public and messy affair. Discord such as this can leave people upset, but parties involved usually don't stick around for the long haul. According to years of students and staff alike doing night security, the reports of who haunts the house include Everett's second wife, who is commonly seen, Everett himself, who is rarely seen, and also a person in a black hooded robe, who has been the most commonly seen apparition. The most common occurrences are smoke-filled hallways, lights that turn on in rooms that are locked, doors and windows unlocked after being locked on a previous security round, and footsteps being heard all around the college when no one else is in the building. The 2 main haunts in this mansion are the 3rd floor and a classroom that used to be the sleeping quarters for house staff, and is also where a maid is said to have hung herself. James Hartness was not only a builder but also an inventor, and he built a labyrinth of underground tunnels under his home in which he would be able to work. The tunnels included an underground library, a workshop, a study, a lounge, and a bathroom. Some say that Mr. Hartness is still down there inventing things even after his death, since there are a number of odd things going on in the house. Things disappear only to show up elsewhere, and the electricity goes on and off for no apparent reason. This mountain mystery began in 1945 and lasted for 5 years, starting with 74-year-old Midday Rivers, who was very familiar with the area when he escorted a party of 4 hunters into the mountain woodlands. While leading the way back to their campsite, Midday disappeared from view and vanished, leaving only one clue. After an extensive search, investigators found a single bullet beside a streambed, but no trace of Midday was ever found. Rivers' disappearance was the first in a series of missing persons over the next 5 years. Because 4 of the 5 disappearances remain unsolved, rumors and theories are plentiful. Indian legend tells of a rock that swallows those who step on it. Some folks believe that the Bigfoot-like Bennington monster is responsible for the mishaps. Could there be a champ of the woods? I want to thank you for watching. And until then, good night.